Hey Jax, good morning. Well, hey guys, I don't know if you noticed from my drive in here yesterday, but I am in the Olympic National Forest. So, in order to give you a perspective of where I basically headed, I went 100 miles to get here from Olympia, and I'm basically coming up the northwest highest corner of Washington State up towards Forks, or where many people might think that a lot of Twilight was filmed, up there. Also, I'm really close to the Hoh National Rainforest, which is actually where one of the shows I like to watch, The Legend of McDodge, he does his, I can't remember what channel it's on because I just downloaded it, but anyway, he lives in the forest full time and has a full camera crew following him around. So we're really close to that right now, but not really in the rainforest right now. This is well, I don't want to give too much information about the place because it's kind of like a secret camping place up here, but I will say it's on the Wynoochee River, but the Wynoochee River runs like over 50 miles, and then there's Wynoochee Lake and all. So this is just part of it, but it happens to be this obscure place where it's not even patrolled by rangers or DNR, even though it is national forest. There's no Discover Pass needed here, and there's no rules or requirements at all. So I'm just going to show you a little bit of it here, but I want to show my setup here once I actually got here and started putting stuff together. I've got my garbage bag on the back, which probably isn't the best spot for garbage because bears and raccoons can still get into it here, but I want to keep everything clean here. The propane tanks, I also want to talk about that. Filled up this first tank before I got here because Andrew helped me hook everything up, supposedly, but I'm going to talk about that. Anyway, got propane for $1.62 a gallon. I told everybody I'll get propane for $1.99 in my home state. Well, I found a place on Martin Way, $1.62 a gallon, which is fantastic for propane. So it's full right now. Underneath the regulator, Andrew helped me hook this in. It goes in underneath the door. It runs through all of the cupboards here. Comes through, and then here's the hookup, which is not hooked up right now, obviously, because I'm going to tell you why it didn't work. Here's the T. This would be the one that goes over and allows me to also hook in to the buddy heater. The problem is turning this on. The only thing that was happening was kind of sputtering propane, and at first I thought maybe there might be some air in the line or something, so I gave it a long time, and then I realized that it's just not allowing me the pressure I need for propane through this line. It doesn't make the hissing sound when you turn it on like normal, and it just doesn't work. And of course I have no cell phone service up here. I'm out in the middle of nowhere. I can't ask Andrew what's going on, but the problem really is it has to be this automatic regulator right here. That's the problem. It's regulating it too much and not giving me enough propane. So I don't have the right connections to just go straight from this tank to something. I don't have that right now. That's what I want to do, just to make sure I'm right. I want to bypass the regulator, and I'm going to go straight from the tank over to the buddy heater and the stove and make sure that that's the problem. But I'm almost sure. Also, I ran the generator yesterday, got that plugged in. That goes inside into my inverter so that I could run some stuff, because it's important for me to stay cool. And I think that's another thing to talk about. So here we are in the middle of summer here in the Northwest, and some people were telling me that it would be a terrible idea to paint the roof black and I'm going to get too hot. Like I said, I really got tired of trying to explain to people that aren't from around here that this is not going to be a hot summer for me, guys. I'm gonna be out of here and down in Florida by Christmas, so I have no regrets at all. And y'all know I hate the heat. But inside the RV and the van, I mean, it's 71 inside, 71 degrees in here. Not bad at all. Not even, actually, I don't even have the fan on right now. But over here is where I've got my camping shower hooked up right now, which the bottom part has a hole in it. I don't know how that happened. The inflatable part in the bottom has a hole on it. But the reason why I liked it, because it's got all these branches and stuff right here for hanging clothes and towels and stuff, so it worked really well for me. Back here, somebody has at some time put in their own toilet system back there. I'm not going to go near that because it's just kind of creepy, but that's interesting. Somebody probably was long-terming it out here and decided to put that in. Now, here's the view when I'm parked. Yesterday when I rolled in, the sun was lit up in the entire campground, so I was parked more right here collecting some solar. Right now, actually yesterday afternoon, I backed up into this shady spot because I had full batteries charged and I didn't want to be in the sun anymore. So this is where I'm at right now. This is my riverfront access here. Again, this is the Wynoochee River. The water is kind of shallow, but you can see the tree line above me here. We'll walk down and try to find a deeper spot here in a minute because it's already starting to warm up. It's going to be at least 80 degrees today. I should also mention that I would not have found this place if it were not for a friend, following a friend out here. So she drove me out here and wanted to show me this really awesome campground. I appreciate that. I'm not camping alone. I think it's really eerie when you don't have cell phone service and you're camping alone and you have no way to, you know, I mean, there's literally bears out here. So yeah, I'm thankful that I have someone here. It's kind of nice to have company and someone to talk to. How you doing, Lily? This is Lily. This is my friend's puppy, and she really likes Jax. Jax really gets along with Lily too. It's weird. Maybe because Lily's not so hyper. He's a good puppy. Wanna go in the water, Lily? You thirsty? Stick. Where's your stick, Lily? There you go. Lily, you getting a drink? You fishing? Something else I think I'll address before I go down and try to find a place to swim here because it's starting to get really warm is so like several people have contacted me and been like, Eric, I really miss seeing a video of me every day. You know, can't you just stop putting so much effort into your videos and just set up the camera and talk to us every day? And I just want to address that real quick because I appreciate the input, guys. But honestly, when I started this channel almost 2 years ago, it was never about filming me and talking about my feelings and my daily life. It was always about showcasing RV living tips on the road, boondocking, stuff like that. And it's just that I don't really want to do that. I want to share what I'm seeing. I don't want to share what I'm feeling so much. Does that make sense? So that's why I've gone back to a video every other day the last month, just because to me quality is more important than quantity right now. And I don't know, I don't want to see myself talk about my daily life every single day. And so I'm just gonna share with you where I'm gonna go and what I'm gonna see. And like I said, at the end of the month we're out of here, so I gotta live it up. There's so much to see in this state and so much to share with people because it's just it's the most amazing summer getaway. If you're not from here, it's a great getaway. So let's go check it out though. Okay, but before I go down to the river, there's two things that I forgot to mention. One is I actually went to Tumwater Falls to Wynoochee River with Andrew and Josh, a couple friends, 3 days ago. The only reason I remember is because I was looking at the SD card and I have some video on there. Now, we went inner tubing. We got some inner tubes at Tire Dogs in Lacey, and we tried to go down. We went on a 6-hour rafting trip. The problem was the water was shallow on the Wynoochee River. There were lots of times where we had to stand up and literally just walk down the river because we were bottoming out. So it was fun. I wish the water was a lot higher back then. No video, no camera. I did not take anything with me in fear of losing something or having something drop in the water. Even my keys with, you know, the electronic fob that's in it, I didn't want to have that in my pocket in Ziploc bags or anything, so I hid it somewhere on the other end of the river where we were meeting up. So that was fun. When we got to the I don't remember where we were. We were somewhere somewhere near Tumwater Falls, but before the falls on the Deschutes River. We found a rope swing and took some jumps off there and took some videos. So I'll show you some of that first. So before we get to the water and I start looking at places to go swimming, if you walk along this, you can see, I mean, you could pull your car right into here, and there's riverfront property right there. And along this road, I mean, there's all sorts of other places that people have made makeshift fire pits. So, you can camp right here. You don't really have a view of the water necessarily, but there's a big opening over here. So you can get a big group of people together. So there you go. Put a whole bunch of cars and tents along here and just camp the whole creek river. I think I'm just a little surprised it's not busier, unless this place is like so top secret that nobody even knows it's really here on the Wynoochee. It's kind of cool. Look at the size of this tree trunk. And that's been there a while. That's a huge tree trunk.
Oh, that's cool. Right there.
Another good view. Should have picked this place.